Over the course of this gaming generation, we have experienced several gaming gaffes, ranging from extremely annoying occurrences to catastrophic disasters. It seems like for every 2 steps forward we take in gaming, we're pushed 4 steps back. Unstable game releases, obvious visual downgrades before release, social justice warrior influences in games, disgusting monetization schemes in fully priced titles, expensive as hell season passes that almost match the base price of games themselves, always online implementations in traditional offline games, developers straight up lying to us about their products, exposés on rough working conditions and crunch times that developers are forced to go through. The list seems to go on forever. So my question is this: what's more important to you as a gamer, as the consumer? Games or gaming? Whenever I watch videos on YouTube involving gaming, I come across several different and unique personalities. Many of them express their strong admiration or interest in certain games, titles, or even brands. Most of the time, a term they use to describe their feeling is love. Love for a character, love for a franchise, or even love for entire brands. Which got me thinking. If we love these things as much as we say we do, why do they seemingly disappoint us more and more as time goes on? Loving Sonic the Hedgehog hasn't stopped Sega from releasing numerous blunders. Loving Mass Effect hasn't stopped EA from tarnishing its once beloved legacy. Loving the Xbox hasn't stopped Microsoft from attempting to rob us of our right to own our entertainment. So perhaps it's likely that our love could be a little misplaced. Now, a question you may want to ask is, well, what's wrong with loving a certain game or brand? Well, the answer to that is easy. Bias. When you have strong feelings for something, you tend to look past some of its flaws. Take Angry Joe's Mortal Kombat 11 review, for example. He opens up the review with how much he loves Mortal Kombat as a franchise, covers the ups and downs of the game, and then proceeds to give it an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. The same score he gave Mortal Kombat 10, despite this game being aggressively way more anti-consumer than the previous game by a wide margin. Whatever issues that plagued Mortal Kombat 10 in the form of microtransactions have returned tenfold in Mortal Kombat 11. That's why I was so confused with his decision to give this game the same score despite it being way worse off. The only explanation that I can think of is that perhaps Angry Joe's bias towards the Mortal Kombat IP is what ultimately led to his decision to overlook some of this game's glaring issues. Now, I understand that we're all guilty of this at one point or another, but eventually you're going to have to sit down and really question where your loyalties lie when it comes to your favorite hobby. At the end of the day, video games are products, and many of these products are made by companies who really don't respect the integrity of our favorite hobby, which is why it's extremely important that consumers are aware of what's being presented to them. If you ask me, in my opinion, Mortal Kombat barely deserves a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10? But Josh, why? Don't you see how great this game looks, how smooth the animations are, how much the game has improved over the years? You're not being fair, dude. The developers put all this hard work into the game and you're just dismissing it. Why don't you stop complaining and just enjoy the game? Ah, yes. How about I just reward the publisher that can't even be bothered to properly port a game to PC? Let me offer recompense to a publisher that simply has to ruin a game with microtransactions. Allow me to support a publisher that has no problems gutting the integrity of one of the most well-known fighting game franchises in gaming history just so they can make a few extra bucks off of a full-price $60 title. No, thank you. Look, now, I understand that being 100% objective is impossible, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. If there's going to be any love towards your favorite hobby, make sure it's geared towards the experience rather than the products themselves. Companies have absolutely no problem raising the price of admission to enjoy certain games, so we as the customer shouldn't have any problem raising our standards and expectations. Your love for games should never supersede your love for gaming. Gaming is an experience. Games are supposed to enhance that experience, generally for the better. I think the gaming community can agree for the most part that our hobby has suffered quite a bit over the past few generations, and one of the best things we can do is speak out about it. engage in conversation, challenge each other's ideals as well as the gaming industry itself. It's pretty clear at this point that the gaming industry as we know it is sick. There are too many things getting in the way of us and enjoying our games. So I open the conversation up to you. Do you agree or do you disagree with my opinion on this topic? Leave a comment down below, you know I read them all. I'll be revisiting this topic in a future video to address some of the arguments for or against the subject matter. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. And if there's nothing else, I am your Immortal Afro Josh, and I'll see you in the next upload. Peace.